Okay, let's just start this. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, guys. Welcome to the broadcast, Braddahs. I'm Justin Faisongo.
What's up, guys? Jonah Hulvat here.
Today we have...
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, today we have special guests from the Makapo program at Newport Aquatic Center. We've got RJ Rama and Efrain Bacerra. Welcome to the table again.
Thank you, gracias. Efrain, thank you.
And before we get too far, guys, again, we showed this on one of our last podcasts, but this is the Margin Broadcast Brothers hat. Limited edition for sale right now, $30 a piece. If you want them, comment for me, and I'll get a hold of you directly or direct message me or Joe, and we'll get you guys dialed in. And this goes to supporting the channel and getting this equipment so we can further take our adventurous podcast to the next level, hopefully. So let me know if you want them.
Buy one.
Okay, guys, so welcome.
Thank you.
Something that is most recent that I do want to touch on right now is Hawaiian Airlines. Let's talk about the famous RJ in the Hawaiian Airlines magazine.
My zipper is up. Thank God. And man spanks go a long way to making you a lot fitter in October when you haven't paddled.
So tell us a collaboration. How did this happen?
Want to tell him?
Yeah.
No, you go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So we did an interview with Kel, the great Kel and Will on Cocktails in Korea. And Kel's good friends with Catherine Griffin, who was the author of the story on us. And I think Catherine was just looking for stories to write about. And after meeting Catherine and learning a lot about her, she does like to cover a lot of paddling stories. Sometimes at the behest, I think, of the magazine, but they're great stories. And so Catherine called me out of the blue and says, we'd like to do a story on you for Hawaiian Airlines magazine. And part of you is thinking, is this a joke? Is this a prank? But anytime someone offers to do something like that, I always get a little teary-eyed and just telling the story now. It's chicken skin kind of thing. So we set it up. She got to learn about us through a couple conversations. And then they came out for Off the Couch last year in October. And Hanaho brought out a photographer and videographer named Adam, who did a lot of great work too. And they just came out and learned about us and did interviews with myself, Rob and Mark, who designed and built the Coop system. Every paddler, I think, got some time with them, and we made it we made it a point to make sure we just acknowledged everyone who has ever had anything to do with Makapo.
Yeah.
So Billy, of course, Kelly, our first coach, Kirsten Hermstead, Tony Bashong, and then now Rob. And so we didn't really know it was going to be focused completely on our work with the blind and visually impaired community. Mm-hmm. But when the story came out, it's in the current issue of Hanaho magazine, and that came out February 1st. People started taking pictures and sending us all the stuff, and
I've seen it all over Instagram.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Crazy, and they're taking pictures of all of us, and to have that go into something that's such a part of our culture, island culture, and people flying Hawaiian like to fly Hawaiian Airlines. The story's great. It's just that picture. I don't know if that's going to ruin their flight experience or whatever.
There's a bunch of great pictures in there.
Yeah, there is. And the one of Chuck.
Yeah. Ryan with the Coop, big.
Oh yeah, here.
Check it out. Yeah.
You got it.
I know. That's why I saw it sitting there. I figured we might as well address it right now before we get too down the vine on other stories.
It's pretty cool that Hanaho magazine, Hanaho magazine has been around from when I was flying inter-island flights as a kid, and in the digital world that we live in, right?
Look at that big
this magazine is still pumping out,
That's cool.
Excellent. I mean, look at that photo. Is that
that thing on the back? That's the Coop.
Yep,
you guys call it the Coop?
Yep. That's Coop, Cooperative Outrigger Paddling System.
And we know because we went over it once before, but what is that exactly?
Efrain, yours.
That basically that helps steer an OC1 for somebody that's blind or visually impaired. So usually, if somebody that's blind, visually impaired can't see what's going on the water, so we have somebody like Rob or Mark, and they're on a chase boat, and they're basically steering them through coop through during race. We can use it for practice. You know, best way to get better at paddling is paddling OC1s. You know, work on your balance, work on, you know, if you're catching the catch real good or not.
Just being able to propel yourself, right?
Yeah.
Paddling.
And it's humbling, and there's no hiding. You know, there's no hiding. Like if you're slow, you suck.
How far is the range on coop? As far so like you need an escort boat, right, to follow you to. What is the range on that?
We've tested it out at NAC, and in its first iteration, it was like 100 yards.
Okay.
Like we were on the wash deck, and then we were inside the office, and it would go through. It wouldn't even have to be line of sight. But there's a great picture in there of Rob steering.
Oh yeah. It is. It's right here.
Yeah, steering.
Smaller.
Who's on it? Who's paddling that?
I think that would be.
It's paddling Ryan.
Ryan
during the race, and it's just Rob on one of the NAC launch boats,
sitting right behind him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so we had to develop when we first had it, we had a remote control that was handheld. But then with all the training, at one point we were training three. We were training 3 people on coop at one point.
Oh yeah.
And so so we took 3, like had to borrow 3 launches, and we had our 3 one-mans out, and then there was no one to drive and steer, so we had to develop a thing. So we put the remote control on one of the launch's throttle. So the steersman is actually driving the boat and then steering the guy on the canoe at the same time. And a lot of cognitive craziness, especially in Newport in the summer. But it's wild.
Cool. I'm gonna give the viewers back home. That's a really. I love that shot.
Yeah, it's really that's
Back
beautiful.
bay with
back bay right there, and then
departures and features.
Is that the full double page spread?
The full spread.
Here, I'll leave it
if
like
you flip it one page, you get.
I don't know.
You get the
leave
king of the
Mr.
Makapo.
Right? Yeah.
Leave Mr.
You got the
I have to get this fly confirmation.
Let's turn it April.
Your fly.
Look
Your
at
fly
that.
is
Look
up.
at that.
Yeah, the fly is up.
Yeah. Looking good, man.
Yeah.
How cool is that, man?
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
That's cool.
We got the show. We got a couple copies a couple days ago, and my mom saw it. Yeah.
Honestly, I think the magazine's gonna sit better if we go like this.
I don't know.
Oh, look at that handsome fella.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh,
Maybe
but
not.
you
I
know,
think that was an ambitious.
I don't want to actually mess up your
yeah,
magazine.
it's fine. But you know, lots of things just have had to fall into place. You know, and a lot of it just has to do with the culture of at the NAC and within Scora in general.
Yeah.
Besides Hawaiian Airlines, I know there are a couple others that support the program. So do you want to list them out before we get too far down the road?
Yeah, I guess this is the brag time.
Yeah,
Because,
these are the shameless plug.
Yeah, the shameless plug. So
you should call them out.
Yeah.
It's good.
So this year we've been blessed to really have a lot of people come forward and support our program financially. One of the bigger ones is the state of California, the California Coastal Commission, and they have a grant called the Explore the Coast grant. And so I guess I could say this because it's public. They gave us $87,000 to run our Ohana Day paddling experience.
Amazing. Amazing.
And so we get to bring out people for free who have disabilities of any type. And the goal is to get 450 unique individuals into one of the double hulls at the NAC. And then most of the money is meant to be spent on staff. So we have physical therapists, we have occupational therapists, we have behavioral therapists, and people who want to come out. But luckily, this state has just come through and said this is something that we want to have there for the citizens of Southern California to be able to explore the coast because it's part of our lives.
Yeah.
We get to share it. And then on top of that, the Taira family who runs King's Hawaiian. So they donated some funds, and so that's allowed us.
What's
to
the
lower
family
costs.
name?
Taira.
Tyra.
Taira.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of the aunties actually used to teach special ed on Oahu.
Oh, okay.
So, they dug what we did, and over a Zoom call, they said, yeah, we're going to be donating some money.
Commit some support. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's always fun to cry on Zoom with people that like what you're doing.
Yeah.
And there's a joke within Makapo, like we never do the long course in Marina.
Nope.
No, because we leave after short course so we can go to the King's Hawaiian restaurant.
And grab some food.
Yeah.
After do short course and grab some
Hey,
food
man,
after.
I had their
for you
oxtail
guys,
soup
man.
for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that oxtail soup is
Yeah.
amazing.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Highly
I've actually
recommend.
never eaten in the restaurant there. Ever.
I just went there for the first time like a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bakery's good too, right there.
Yep.
Sorry,
With
Marina, we're all going to do short course
Exactly.
next year. This year.
You're gonna bomb them out. Yeah.
Yeah, but they've actually said that they want to kind of support the paddling community too, and so there's probably gonna be some food
Yeah.
coming out. And then God, who else? Oh, Christopher Reeve Foundation has donated some money.
Oh, cool.
For anyone with mobility issues. Mm-hmm. So that kind of just spurred us on to expand what we're doing at Makapo to not only be for the blind and visually impaired. So this story that's in the magazine kind of just encompasses everything we've been doing since 2006 up until about 2018-19 when we developed Coop and have it. And then this is the year that we're like, okay, we're gonna take it to the next step and help anyone with a disability, even to the point of having Scora allow us to kind of explore doing a para division
Yeah.
Yeah.
this year.
I like to actually make a contribution to your Makapo program. When I got here a little bit late, and when I got here, I was like, oh man, they're not here yet. Like, actually, yeah, no, like this is because usually,
Yeah.
when I get here, I can see cars, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh wait, never mind. Yeah, like sure.
Yeah, we don't drive.
I don't think
We
blind
don't
guys are driving to.
We don't drive.
But anyway, I got. So in the paddling world, everyone talks about like enhancing your feel, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And
You can make a lot of money just
and-
teaching feel.
right? And Coop is helping you enhance the steering, right?
Mhm.
So I think this is going to complement the Coop system, right? And but anyway, yeah, I like to make a contribution to the Makapo program. Go ahead and check that out. Open that up. This is going to really enhance your paddling feel,
Okay.
not just for the blind, but any paddlers out there.
Joe and I designed the algorithm,
Okay.
programmed it.
Uh-huh.
It'll tell you exactly what line to take in the water, where the
Yep.
bump's coming from, the tide, the wind. It'll give you all the information. It's amazing.
It's not a puppy, is it?
No.
No, but hey, since you guys have a King's Hawaiian Bakery sticker on the side of your AMA for your 6-man, can you we'll put a big podcast brother sticker. Yeah, check that out.
No.
Oh yeah, let's put that on.
man.
Let's see if it fits.
Efrain, you're putting it on
Let me see.
because I know that you've always wanted to try one of these.
You should do the podcast with it on, actually.
I think everyone
Right
should.
Right over the top.
I think Efrain should. Or maybe I should because, hide my face.
Yeah.
You should. Let me see.
Take your beanie.
Let's see.
Don't feel bad, man. I got a bald head too, man.
I'm Mexican. We're all bald.
yeah.
We're all bald. We're talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
Way.
Whoa.
Look at that. Yep.
Oh shoot.
Do you feel like a faster paddler all of a sudden?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You look like a fester.
Look at that paddler.
Joe and I worked tirelessly with the engineers at Apple to develop that product.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Look at this.
Look at it
Ooh.
light up. Oh yeah.
Paddler Pro. Is
that
it the Pro model?
Yes, it's a pro model.
It's a pro model.
It's
Yeah.
2 ounces lighter.
Comes in.
ounces lighter?
As you can tell, it came in team gray.
2 gray, 2 ounces lighter. If you play your cards right, Joe, put some gold stickers on there for you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well,
man.
thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
That is.
Yeah, man.
Is it waterproof?
I was about to say that. Is it
Well,
huli proof?
if you don't huli, that
It's
it's
huli
fine.
proof?
bro.
I don't know.
You can take a little sea spray. It's fine.
Makapo does huli from. I've hulied in almost every major race I've done.
Have you?
Yeah. Well,
I think I've only huli 3 times throughout my
With the
career.
headphones?
Oh, you got to take the headphones down.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
I like
There
it.
we go.
Yes.
Oh man.
see it?
You see the feel, huh? You got the feel.
I unplugged it. Now it's going to take.
I think I know what our thumbnail photo for this episode is going to be.
When's pin the tail on the donkey?
Anyway, but yeah, I mean,
What a
the last
segue.
time we were talking story, you spoke about like how proprioception is a major component,
Yeah.
you know, for your paddling endeavors. I figure, you know, we should take that proprioception to another level with the, you know, I think that's what the Vision Pro actually is short for, vision proprioception.
Nice. Well done.
I wonder if Apple's going to sue us for this.
Trademark.
No, we're promoting Apple.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything, they might send 5 more units to the Makapo program.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm guessing your
I'm
guessing your passcode.
He's picking his paddle
Oh,
right now.
okay.
Remember that game that came out during the pandemic, the paddling game on
Oh,
the
yeah,
iPad?
I remember that, yeah.
I sucked at it. I don't know if I was worse on that in real life or, you know. Oh, this is amazing.
So I gotta ask. So as a illegally blind person,
Yeah, illegally blind.
illegally blind. So how? I mean, you can see. I know you can see like super up close.
Yeah.
Right. But how does this work for your vision as far as like? I mean, you can read what's happening. You could still kind of see me. Mm-hmm. But do you see what's going on in the Vision Pro better?
Better? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, so what happens is when you bring up like, I just brought up like
Yeah, I
my,
just saw you.
like my messages.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can take this screen that's up. It's covering Joe right now. So I will
Okay.
pull the screen closer to me, and then I can make it bigger, and then I can scroll to see who I want. So Efrain texted me.
So this is better than if you're operating on your cell phone, your iPhone.
Yeah.
'Cause
Otherwise, I
your iPhone, you put it right
right,
there.
your face and everything. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
Okay.
how, like, hey, paddling Ohana, that's how you know one of us is blind. Our
You see our
Yeah.
big old
Literally
phones put in our
eating our
face.
phone.
What's crazy is you can see his eyes. Like,
I know.
It's like
Yeah.
it gives you a digital
Yeah.
his eyes, huh?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
It is
and even
really cool.
if I need to get closer, there's like, you can turn zoom on this thing.
Okay.
Or you can just move your head closer.
Like, did you read the digital file version of the Hanaho magazine?
Not
on
yet.
that?
I'm waiting.
Oh, that'd be-
I'm waiting.
Okay.
Because it'll be really cool.
Yeah.
And then
I bet.
that should be really, again, it's just humbling to see a picture of like that. It'll be even worse to see myself
Like up close.
up close.
And
But
big.
then, you know, the cool thing with all these windows is, like I was saying earlier, I could stand up and this window will stay here.
Right.
So then I could just leave myself.
Yeah.
I'm done with you.
That's so cool.
Be gone.
What a trip, man.
Yeah, it is trippy.
Technology.
But Joe and I,
Yeah.
Joe, we'll have conversations about how to like adapt this for paddling.
Yeah,
and,
totally.
And coaching and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think it,
I think there's going to be like, I want to see them, you know, you bring that to Tahiti and you walk around with that and like someone speaking to you in
We'll
French.
subtitle it.
And like, yeah, it shows
translator
you
for-
like
yeah.
subtitles on
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd
but
be
then
really
they'd have
cool.
to have one too.
right. Or I could
No, because like you can,
Oh, but then
oh yeah, I mean,
'cause
but at
communicate
least you
back.
can understand what they're saying
Right.
too.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You know, so
You know what I'd want to do is have a video of like one of the big boys, like because they're all coming next week, right?
yep.
Like Stevie and Monetea.
But when you talk to Monoteo, you gotta go like this.
Yeah. You gotta.
Really,
You know, yeah.
why is that?
That's
I mean,
like his trademark.
That
the
is,
the
really?
blue flash.
Oh wow.
It goes like this.
So what I want to do is actually film him and then superimpose my head on top, so that it
There you
looks
go.
like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
first. Because I'm never neck to neck with anybody.
You're neck to neck with
remember-
sometimes.
You remember we already said we're gonna get you neck to neck with Oliver.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Oliver Tabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oliver, you got competition coming.
Homeboy puts a lot of time in, and yeah. Speaking of that race, I don't know, man.
I don't
It's
know.
a
So
long race.
it gets us up in the air. We'll-
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
check out conditions and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. But
yeah.
yeah, we got into the V1 thing too, and
Still learning.
yeah,
Very
Yeah, but you guys
still
you
learning.
guys are out doing it
Yeah.
right.
and look
Yeah.
good doing it.
Thank you,
I
thank
watched you guys paddle. You guys look great.
Thank you.
Actually, Efrain, do you remember that time when you're on the V1, you're going under one of the bridges? Actually, I don't know if RJ knows this story. I don't even know if you know this story.
Yeah,
You
I
were
was
you there? You were
I
there
saw
that
it.
morning?
I saw it.
So we were, it was kind of, you know, what is that private road bridge
Shark
near
Island.
Bubble Beach?
Yeah.
Right. So we're kind of rounding, we're heading in, right? We finished our Saturday morning workout.
Yeah.
The cool
and,
guys.
and there's like a bend, and I wasn't, you know, there were whomever, you know, had whomever was involved was up ahead, and
Yeah.
all I heard was like a boom sound, and I looked up, and all I see was like Efrain's surprised face and like the back of I don't know who the other paddler
it
was.
one of Chris guys that you
Either I think it was Andrian.
Maybe
I think it was Andre. It was Andre. Yes, that's who it was.
Couldn't happen to a
we're
nicer
coming
guy,
that
though.
way.
Yeah.
The sun was hitting my face. I couldn't tell. So I saw. I think Jonathan was in front of me.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I can see the shadow. I think there's Jonathan right there, but I did not see those other guys coming in on my left side.
Yeah. It was two V1s.
Two V1s, the Alma. So he pops it up in the air, and I started going up. I'm like, oh shit, this dude is gonna hoolie. It's my fault. So I stick my hand to grab the Alma, his Alma, so he won't go falling down. And I brought it down for him. But yeah.
Yeah, I looked over and it looked like you guys were like, I thought we were paddling. And it looked like you guys were playing jujitsu.
You're like, oh shit.
And I just yelled at Efrain, and I was like, "What are you, blind or something?"
Yeah. Now you see, I am blind, man. I can't see shit sometimes.
Oh man.
You should have said or something.
Yeah.
Or something.
Or
Or
both.
something. Yeah.
Said both.
Yeah.
But you knew that was me that yelled at you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So
because I never got a chance to like tell you after.
So there's a buoy around there. Last year I hit it twice.
Yeah.
So right before Balboa Bridge, there's a buoy, like white buoy, just hanging out.
Yep.
Okay.
So there's been times twice I've with Makapo gone out with the 6 and I've taken out OC2. So there's times where I'm up front with the, like say Michael or Ryan, and I'm looking at the buoy and I'm looking ahead and like, all right, cool, I got it. I'm turning, looking ahead, not looking where the Alma is at. I hit the buoy and the Alma goes like this. First time I caught it. The second time I did hoolie, and Rob Otavio was laughing his ass off. Like, what the heck? You're blind, bro? You can't see the damn buoy right there? Like, no, that's like my kryptonite. That buoy right there.
Yeah, man.
That's the only buoy I hit throughout Newport Harbor.
Now we know why we need more people to donate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Repair damage.
Right. Yeah. Damage.
And I mean, the last time we hung out with you guys are not playing with V1s. So you guys are hopping on V1s, and it's good to see you on it.
Yeah.
But I never really got to get a chance. Like, what is something that you're noticing about the V1 versus? I mean, you don't have Coop, obviously.
No.
Right.
To help you.
We can hold on the coop, but it's ain't gonna do
It ain't gonna do nothing.
Just rubber it on the back.
I guess, I mean, different paddling angles with the V1.
Yeah.
Is what I've
okay.
noticed a little bit. I don't know. I feel like the V1 kind of holds the glide longer
Yeah.
than OC1. It's more, you gotta be more in tune. Because sometimes you can be like an OC1, you can space out a little bit. No, V1, like whatever current, wind, whatever is pushing you. That's just me personally.
Yeah. No, it's everybody.
It
not
starts.
everybody.
It's just
Everybody.
you're like it start. You gotta catch it in time.
Yeah.
So
or anticipate.
anticipating. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like myself being blind, it takes a
Right.
while for me to figure it out.
Yeah, you can't fight it.
I can't fight it or something
Yeah.
like that. But
Well, it's tough too if you don't have a visual reference to see that you're starting to move
Yeah,
or whatnot. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm getting there.
Yeah.
A little bit getting more comfortable with it.
Yep.
And everything.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think we got ours. Makapo got its first one right when we started doing the Baja California races that were being put on.
Yeah.
And the first time I got on one, oh man, that was horrible. I was like a compass needle in the middle between two magnets, just
Yeah.
and it literally feels like you're driving stick while eating, while you're putting your clothes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
Eating a taco.
In high heels, because it was because you get to the point where you're comfortable, like moving from OC6 to a one man. That's scary enough, especially for us. Right?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even for our blind guys. So I don't even know if we don't have the guts to put a blind person in a V1.
Completely blind now.
I mean, we've done it before. Like we had a guy in his Draco and his cable broke. His cable broke, and we were trying to guide him. And it was three blind guys on OC1s.
And then also your Valari, your foot brace.
Oh, yeah.
Your foot brace broke. You broke the foot brace.
I
for
broke the
steering.
foot brace in
So
the
two
Valari.
OC1s that
Didn't
couldn't
work.
steer.
Yeah,
Oh, so you already had your crash course on
it was crazy.
rudderless paddling.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So, moving into the V1, I think one of the reasons why I wanted to get into it too is because we want to make sure that the international community is kind of aware of what we're doing, especially with Coop.
Yeah.
Right. And you never want to go in somewhere and go into their house, sit on their couch, and put your feet up on their on their coffee table. You kind of have to, not kiss the ring, but you want to show that you
respectful.
have respect.
Yeah.
Well,
Right. So I know it's going to be rough. It's going to be it might even be impossible to get anyone on an international level to recognize what we're doing with the remote control for people that are totally blind. But even if they don't, we know that we're helping a lot of people who otherwise wouldn't be able to be part of our community to get out there.
Yeah.
So that's one of the goals for you guys is to have international recognition, have international level competition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can enter the IVF, the World Sprints, as an adaptive paddler, right?
Yeah. Well,
I think that's a question.
No, I know, but there's a V1 Sprints for adaptive paddlers. They could, right? Because you
think
could.
we
Yeah, but we just got done hearing about how Efrain hits buoys all the time.
Yeah.
right. Can we put a buoy
Exactly.
on the finish line?
Yeah, put a buoy on the finish line. I now know where to stop.
There's a flag. You're looking for the flag.
Efrain's like a drunk driver on the freeway.
Yeah.
As long as he's not, as long as they don't, position the race or start the race like early in the morning and the sun is glaring.
Glaring.
Yeah.
Or you put Andrian with the buoy at the end.
And
There you go. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And go right
Guaranteed
towards
win. Yeah.
That's who it was, Andrian. Of
Shout out
course
to
it was Andrian. Yeah.
Again,
That was. I just remember hearing boom, and then like looking over. I was like, "What is going on over there?" Huh? Efrain. I was like, "What are you blind?"
that's the running joke with Billy.
What is that?
Like
Oh,
every
yeah.
time we go to a race start, Billy's just on the start boat.
Rudders.
He's like,
Yeah.
I know you guys can't see me,
Yeah.
but I'm
Okay.
over here.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
16 years later, Billy.
I know.
It's still
Oh, yeah.
funny.
I love how he gives his 2 cents about like V1
everything.
races too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the goal. Like, and goals take a long time. And I think just with what everyone has been able to accomplish in 16 years together.
Are you guys committing to another Wild Buffalo? You guys going to do that again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You going to relay? You two? Or is Dave going to go with you guys again? Or how are you guys going to do it?
Well,
We're going
actually
6.
We're going.
Oh,
we're
you
going-
are?
So we're going to kind of do like a paraboat.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So ourselves, we are ocean and
Open water.
Okay.
water.
Open water.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So they're going to send us ahead.
And those are all programs out of the Newport
Newport
Aquatic
Aquatic
Center.
Center.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it'll be the 3 major charities that partner with the NAC, each doing great things. Open water brings in like veterans and people in
Yeah.
the military, and then We Are Ocean does cancer survivors, and then we have the rest.
Yeah.
And Jack is great because he's been trying to get both of us to race with him because we're both cancer survivors too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
This is going to
yeah.
be one of those synergistic things, and yeah. So we've got 12, and I think Dave will come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Well,
I got another plug for you guys. I don't know if you guys knew this, but you know who else is helping you, helping to fund the Makapo program
oh,
is Sports Basement.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you guys get a kickback through our basement tier program.
Right.
So
Great.
So we support local
you.
charities all
Thank
the
you.
time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, just wanted to throw it out there because
You need to, please send us. What we normally do is take logos off of people's websites, but send us your logo, please.
Okay.
Just the art. No, you use the artwork and they'll make a sticker. Yeah.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought of that. I was like,
Thank
yeah,
you.
that's right. Yeah, Sports
Right.
Basement supporting NAC and all your programs. So
It takes a village, man, and this is the best village to be a part of.
Well, I think it's really cool just because, all of us paddle a lot. We've been paddling a lot of years or whatever, but these are fun stories to talk about because it kind of, I don't know, makes it like has a human touch to it instead of just being a machine on the water,
Right.
And I think like Joe probably experiences way more than I do because I don't paddle competitively anymore, but I think a competitive level is very disciplined and very mechanical, and this is how you train, this is how you eat, and this is how you do all that stuff. And it's just really cool to have like community, outreach and people that help. I think it's really awesome.
Yeah. Thanks.
well, so speaking of cool stories, tell us the story about how the inception of Makapo.
Oh, yeah.
With you guys did a race. Was it on Maui or
Queen's Race.
Queen
Oh,
Lilio.
you did that
Queen
Queen
Lilio.
Lilio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, this should be easy.
That was before my time, so that's all. That's you.
Yeah,
You're the OG.
I love this story. This is one of my favorite stories.
it
is a good story,
one.
yeah.
So our founder his name's John Chavez, and he had a heart attack while he was getting an ankle like repaired. And when he had his heart attack and he woke up, he was blind. He didn't know he was blind. He had some brain damage, so he thought he could see.
Right.
And so for rehab, he was swimming a lot, and then the people who owned the country club where he would swim would paddle out of Newport Aquatic Center, out of NAC. They would do the double hull races. And so the guy, Jack Cameron, thought it would be a good idea for John to join him. So they brought John a couple times. They did double hull races, and then John had the great idea of, wouldn't it be awesome if I had a whole canoe full of blind people?
And
so,
what year was this?
Let's see. This was around 2002, I think.
Wow. Okay.
And then I had gone legally blind, I think, in 2004. Met him at Braille, and then we started talking. And he just came up to me one day and says, "Hey, do you want to do an 18-mile race in Hawaii?" I'm like, I just lost my vision, and I'm like, sure. Like, I don't know, Yeah. And so the kookery the kookery gets better, like, for sure. But he's just trying to form this team of 5 blind guys. And he says, "Okay, this is what we do. We're going to go to the Newport Aquatic Center, and we're going to meet and train weekly to do this 18-mile race." I'm like, okay. So myself, John Chavez, myself, Ron Johnson, John Holton, and Tad Wagner, all guys, like, they were like in their 50s, and I was just 30. We're paddling in the old Braddahs, and we're just going out for like 3 miles at a time. Never touched a paddle, never done anything. John was the only one. And our steersman every single time was Billy. Mm-hmm. But we didn't know, like, we just thought he was the nice guy that was, coming out with us. And so we keep practicing, and we're training for the Queen Lilio race, which is like September, right? Labor Day weekend. Our first practice was May 27th, like Memorial Day weekend. So in August, Billy's like, "I don't think you're ready." And John looks at Billy and says, "No, we're ready." And this is in August, and this is Billy Whitford, right? This is like the man.
Yeah.
Not knowing
he knows how to train for a race.
I think so.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like the dude, it's like a kid at a 5th grade basketball camp telling Phil Jackson like he's wrong.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So,
a very good analogy.
So we go out there and, wonderful NAC ways. Like, we don't sign up. We don't do anything. Billy says, "Just meet me in the lobby of the King Cam at 10. So we're sitting there. We don't even bring paddles or anything. Billy takes care of everything. So we get on the water, and we're just nervous. 2 of us brought disposable cameras for some reason. I was one of them.
The waterproof ones?
Yeah. And then you turn that into something called the development place, like a Target, right?
Walmart, yeah.
Oh, man.
And then water. I think we each brought like 2-gallon jugs, like no Camelbacks, no nothing. We just looked like we were going on some safari.
You guys are on a camp trip. Yeah. And sightseeing and camping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the race, like, that was our first race. And so there's 100 canoes, right? And jet skis are going. It's like Water World. It's crazy. And we're like, holy shit, what did we just get ourselves into, right?
Yeah.
World's longest outrigger, or world's biggest, largest outrigger canoe race.
So wait, just which way did you guys paddle? Did you guys paddle the first leg or the second leg?
We went with the men, so we did the same.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How did you get in the canoe?
So the way that we got in the canoe, they set it up.
Oh, okay.
We went through the boat dock.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
because I know a lot of people just jump off the rocks, swim it, and get their canoe.
Yeah. I think if that was the only way, Billy would have just pushed us in and done it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I'm over here.
Blind, come over here.
Yeah. Marco.
Follow us, Marco.
Right? So it's it's like 1 in the afternoon, right? And it's just hot, and we're just going, and we're caterpillaring along. We counted every stroke. Like
Out loud?
1, 2, 3. And then halfway through the race, we thought it would be a good idea if each person would call and switch it out. So then you have like 5 different cadences going on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Up for 2.
I mean, real quick, the patience on Billy.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
I know.
Like, I mean,
The guy's a saint, man.
I know. He totally is.
holy smokes.
And there's the one guy just came off of a kidney transplant. He had just stopped taking his meds.
Man.
And so someone goes, "Hey Billy, what happens if this guy has a medical emergency?" And he's like, "Well, just dump him out the side." And we went and again, this is normal Billy stuff, and it's funny. But if you're going to go to battle, you're going to go with that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
100%.
He's been through a lot of battles.
He's seen it all, right?
Yeah.
And so maybe 10 miles left, this jet ski who is stuck with us because, you know, someone's insurance requires someone to be with us just in case we die in your first canoe race after 7 paddling practices. He's not happy. Like, he just wants to go back. And he's like, "All right, guys, timing. Let's go. Timing, you know?"
Yeah.
And then Billy goes, "Give them a break. They're blind." And then the guy's like, "Oh, they're Makapo." And then Billy's like, "Yeah, they can't see." And then like that.
That was it.
The guy is like our number one fan. He's telling us like the speed. He's telling us how,
changed,
yeah.
outlook on it.
Encouraging.
Yeah, he's totally encouraging. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you guys got 7 more miles. You guys going 5 miles an hour." And the Asian in me is like, "Damn, that's like an hour." Yeah, like, don't tell me that. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So we're coming up, and the guy's just with us the whole time. And the only 2 people that were left on the pier was my wife Rita, and then the lady who's doing the story on us in West Hawaii today.
Wow.
So to this day, and then we finish and we get out, and everyone is just congratulating Billy, like, "Hey Billy, hey Billy." And we're like, "Who is this
Billy.
guy?"
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we knew we had done something crazy, but
Yeah.
we also did
Powerful.
something special.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So the next day, John was at a bar, and he was talking to some guys that were Navy SEALs, and he had asked them like, "Did you guys race yesterday?" And they were like, "Yeah, we saw you guys." The Navy SEALs had told John like, "You guys were awesome. Like, that was more inspiring than us going out there." And,
Oh, cool.
yeah. So then from there, we just decided that it was a good idea for more blind people to paddle. And John and I just kind of built the program, and John brought everyone in, and it's John's fault. It's John's fault that we're having you guys.
And
here
Billy
today.
saying yes.
And Billy's saying,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
And Billy saying yes.
Culture of yes.
Yeah.
Right?
How many people are in the program now?
Right now, man, we just had a team meeting on Saturday.
Yeah.
I think there was like 20.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Do the numbers? Do you guys constantly grow a little, or do you have fall off and growth and like normal club programs?
Yeah, I think we do. We have like, there's times where like 1 year there's not that many people, and next year people
There's a
come
lot
back.
more, yeah.
A lot more. It's just, I think it's just normal.
Yep, but 20 is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just only the
Blind-
blindies, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we've got 3 or 4 people who are,
2 Jennas.
yeah, we got 2 Janas. Shout out to Jana and Melissa.
Melissa, yeah.
I guess there are these 2 people that are 2 ladies that are both amputees.
Oh,
And they get confused. Like people confuse them. They call them.
They call them.
I guess all white ladies with one leg look alike.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. But we're blind, so we can't tell. Right? And then, you've got not only the people that have disabilities, but the other people that really dig what we do.
Yeah.
So we love them because they drive us. We love them because they steer us. And then they love us because they get on the plane first whenever we go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
But a lot of the dips,
do you guys
too-
get on the rides at Disneyland faster than everybody else?
No, not anymore.
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Right.
Hey, I will say that for Cameron being semi-verbal autistic,
Yeah.
he's like the golden ticket at Disneyland.
Oh, really?
DAS, right?
Yes,
DAS.
yes.
What does DAS
You
stand
go
for?
to City Hall and you get this special pass, and it's like magic.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So DAS is a disabled access service.
Yeah.
DAS. Okay.
And it's Genie Plus for anyone with a bona fide reason that they can't stand in line.
Yep.
Because most of the rides at Disneyland still aren't ADA compliant.
Right.
Dude, just give them an Apple Vision Pro. They'd be fine.
Right. Yeah.
And standing in line, like, can you imagine
Exactly.
that? Like,
Yeah, so like what they do, they give us the fast pass, which they don't have the fast pass anymore,
Right.
but they give us the fast pass, so we're able to schedule the rides out, and we get all the rides. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Cameron. Shout out.
Cameron.
Sometimes disability can have a silver lining.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But just the fact that our competitive program is growing, and then we're having a documentary done on us to kind of just tell the story of what the first 16 years was all about, or 17 years, and then just show who we're bringing to Kona now with us.
Yeah.
Rob hates it, our head coach. Oh my God. He just like, why do I want to go somewhere where it's hot?
And flat.
Like, I'm sorry, dude.
And
But-
Party after, though.
Huh?
It's a big party after.
That
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
That's one of the best. Yeah. But that's kind of our birthplace, and that's why
That's
we
so
took
cool.
the name Makapo on. And
Yeah.
although initially we started, we always pronounced it incorrectly, like everyone else does. And so Makapo.
It's like how everyone pronounces musubi.
Yeah.
Musubi. I love musubis. It's like, okay.
You do a really good Orange County.
Right?
Thank you. I know. I've done it for 5 years
you
now.
are in,
I
yeah.
know, I hear it too much.
Musubi?
Musubi.
Oh my God.
Oh my god! Like you souped up your Musubi, WRX, Musubi. That was actually that was the first thing. It's not even just an Orange County thing. It was a California thing. It's even living up in the Bay. All the Daly City Filipinos up there.
Yeah.
All the Daly City Filipino up there, right?
Hi, uncle. Hi, auntie.
Because there's that joke, right? That ongoing joke about like why is this Daly City always foggy? Because all the Filipinos are cooking rice. We're talking about and,
Rob, is that true? You let me know if that's true, Rob, because Rob's from the Bay Area.
It's true.
So they had all like there's had plenty of paddlers, right?
Yeah.
Like and
Yeah.
talk about like Hawaiian food and all that, and that was the first time I ever heard the term musubi. And it was like, so I'd always try to compare it to like ABC, like ABC. Like when you say ABC, it's like ABC, musubi.
The wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Is that what? Are we just going to talk Filipino all day?
Yes.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Love you, RJ.
Yeah, man. We're actually Rob wants to take Coop up. One thing cool about the Bay Area, though, right?
Yeah.
There are. It's set up like Hawaii. Like there's regatta.
Yep.
So we want to take
yeah.
Coop up there and
Yeah.
see the fog, see through the fog, and
And the big shocks.
yeah, right.
The big shocks.
I think we should each take an accent from here on out.
Yeah. Maybe.
Just use it.
No.
No, can't do that.
I got a drink if that's going to happen.
Okay.
Oh, man, right now, so.
I was trying to do my Canadian the other night, and I was pretty smashed, and I still couldn't do it.
Now we had. Did you see the podcast with all the Canadians?
No, not
We
yet.
had all
Fuck
the
yeah.
Canadians here. Yeah, flocking
And,
A.
it's
Fucking
funny
A.
because before we jumped on,
Yeah.
because we were talking about like abbreviating Hawaiian words, and I didn't want to call you guys out on earlier, but Queen Lilio,
Yeah.
like because they said the same thing too. It's like,
Yeah.
no, brother, hey, we're gonna start a movement. If you're gonna pronounce a Hawaiian word, it's not the molo solo,
Right.
It's the molokai or the kaivi solo, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Or you don't say the Queen Lilio.
Yeah.
It's if you're gonna go all, just go all in.
Yeah.
Even, and so that was part of the whole musubi and
We will say it. We will embrace your. I think it's the
The
right
movement.
thing to do.
I agree.
yeah, start the movement or
Yeah.
continue the movement.
Even though I said Queen Leo too, but
I said Queen's race.
the Queen's race. That
Right.
one's that's a
That
good
happens a lot. Or just
Yeah.
saying Kona.
Yeah, Kona. Yeah, people
Right.
understand.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is the Molokai Hoi coming back? That's the one I
man.
want to do.
October 13th,
It is.
2024.
they dangled that last year too, and they changed that, right?
Yeah, I mean circumstances, but
Right.
I think it's. I saw on the website last night. No,
Yeah.
today actually. They're planning 10, 13, 24.
Yep.
Nice.
So
That's the one.
Is that the goal? That's the goal for you guys.
Yes.
That's the man test.
should have a
Yeah, tell 'em about my
70-year-old
bucket list.
Billy steer you guys.
70-year-old Billy.
Yeah.
Right?
Just got a new hip.
New hip. I think he's dunking.
ready. Yeah.
He got a new hip and a new decade.
Right?
Yeah. No more Billy shuffle.
No.
There's that Billy shuffle.
You think he would steer you guys if you asked him?
I think he would.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd say no, but I think definitely Billy would try and find the next best option before he did it.
Yeah.
He'd find a great option before he committed, but he wouldn't let you guys down.
No,
But that'd be a cool full circle, right?
Could you
story,
imagine?
right? You guys started in Kona.
I don't know. Billy probably hasn't paddled that channel in 25 years.
right.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. I mean, that would be an amazing thing. But one thing Billy likes to point out, like he's never come in DFL in a race, except with us. That was his only DFL. Yeah, we'll give that to you.
You should, if he does decide to do it with you guys, you should prank him, start counting like in the middle of the channel.
That's right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's really fast.
Dude, we counted up to 30.
Oh man!
Before change?
Yeah, because it took us 12 to get in the
That's
sync.
typically what we would do if someone forgets to change. 28, 29,
Right.
shoulder burner.
Right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Blair Bates at the NAC. That guy has major OCD.
Okay.
And if you don't call it at like
on
11,
the even number?
yeah.
Okay.
He goes crazy. So I'll just sit there and I'll wait.
Man, that's funny.
And I'll just wait.
Yeah.
Hold the change a little bit.
Oh, a little bit.
You just do a 15 and then do a 6.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, like this whole cycle. I've only been paddling for 15, 16, 17 years.
Long time.
It is a long time.
Yep.
But yeah, it really is. To be able to sit here with you guys and then share the stories and hopefully inspire other people just to get off
For
their
sure, it's
butt.
inspiring. Yeah.
Just to get out.
That's kind of what I was saying about, it's like we talk about this all the time. We talk about you have the 15% with the elite guys that are always out there. You see them on videos and you're just like, wow, these guys are, they're committed.
Yeah.
But the real story and the real I think motivation is in the bottom half of all. The 85% of the rest of the people that are doing it for their own reasons, for other stuff. Like you guys, which is a really cool personal touch to the sport.
Yeah.
Yep. And it needs that. It keeps the sport grounded.
Yeah,
Keeps it on your feet.
That's what Billy said.
Yep.
Like, we take that to heart. We're like kind of the glue.
Yeah.
100%. Everybody else is trying to shave off milliseconds or seconds off their time, right? And they all look like action figures.
Yep. Yeah.
And here we come, and we're just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Share the
Eating your
stuff, man.
King's Hawaiian Bakery. Do you guys get like just unlimited supply of?
No, we
sweet
haven't.
bread?
We haven't tried that yet. And hopefully they don't see this, but like we on the first race, we will take the King's. So Micah's painting the boat.
Nice.
And the design I think is done, and so hopefully we can debut it at Wild Buffalo.
Cool.
But at the first scorer race, when we have our first para team, we're gonna go right up to the
that
right
should
to
be
the
your-
line and just like start eating bread.
That should be your chase boat food.
Right?
I know.
Peanut butter jelly, King's
Right.
Hawaiian.
King
bread.
rolls, sweet rolls, yeah.
Yeah. Or have like a crock pot with pulled pork.
Nice.
Yeah, you would.
You'll be towing that boat half channel, mid channel.
Crock pot in your Division Pro. Double fisting some.
Right.
You know what? We're done. Just throw the line on the canoe and let's just go back.
Right.
We're good.
Right.
Ice the beer. We're good.
That channel's scary though. I mean,
Molokai?
No.
Oh, Catalina.
Oh, you don't know.
Big chucks.
Yeah, it's just
Big chucks.
Yeah.
And the killer whales now, man.
Yeah,
the
right?
orcas.
Oh, I know. I was hearing about that.
Yikes.
The worst part is the finish, though.
Don't
right after-
don't
right
remind
after-
me.
yeah.
Don't remind me. I like Wild Buffalo. Was it 2 years? 2022?
Last year.
No, last year. Yeah.
Is that wow?
Sorry.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, 2023. I'm like, I'll get the last part. So getting to we changed before the Brad buoy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I got it. Before like the ferry, like where the ferry passes to the main channel, I'm like, okay, I don't got this. Too long. I'm like, damn it. Just because because we paddle there so much, so we know how far it is to get
Checkpoints,
checkpoints, and landmarks. So
yeah.
I'm like, okay, ferry. I'm like, okay, I almost got it there. I'm like, all right, let me just get to the PCH bridge.
Yeah, then you got 1 mile left.
1 mile left. Then get to PCH bridge. Now get to NAC and everything.
Yeah, me and Dave were like, thank God he took it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was tough.
Oh, that section wears on you.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me,
Well,
it's
and the current always seems to be going out.
Yeah.
I
Every
think, and I
time
think
we
the
do a
current was going
freaking
out
race
that
finishes
race.
at NAC. It's
Yeah.
always
right.
dumping out.
Yeah, I just, ugh.
So Efrain, when did you come to the program?
That was, let's see. I was at Braille Institute during 2015, and I was at part of a program called part program that was for young adults. RJ was a guest speaker. He recently, a couple months.
What year was this?
2015.
Oh, 15. Okay.
15.
Yep. Sorry.
So he recently got Timmy. So when RJ walked in, he walked in with a stroller. And I was looking at him like, oh, okay, I guess he's going to talk about being a disabled parent. Way off. He talked about Makapo and the first Queen's race. And I was just like, all right, I'll give it a try. I've never been part of any sports throughout my life. So came paddling, it was probably March of 2015, March, April.
Yeah.
New York Outrigger was out there because you guys recently, the year before, did the Liberty Challenge in New York City.
You guys did that race too?
Yeah.
2014.
We sent 2 crews, 2014 and
Okay.
2017.
17.
16. 16.
Yeah, I was the 16 part.
Yeah.
So a couple of the paddlers from New York Outrigger was out there just get an idea how the program is to start the program out in New York City. But yeah, that started in 2015. Huli, my first 2 races. Didn't even knew how to get in the boat and everything. First one was in San Diego, and the second one was in Santa Barbara, where it was choppy, wind, cold.
Yeah.
Beach launch, which I've never knew how to do a beach
And
launch.
this is all in a 6-man?
in a 6-man.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of 2015 is where.
Well, what's really interesting, just kind of hearing you talk about RJ, right? Like, so you're at this, sounds like an event with other blind people.
Yeah.
And you were kind of expecting the same song and dance, right? Like, but RJ just totally introduced something that, that you could get into, something that everyone else does, that even if you're blind, whatever, we're in this sport that is inclusive to all.
Yeah.
That's what I heard from your story, and I think, I can't speak for you, of course, but I have a feeling that's what kind of drew you in, right? Someone who, didn't grow up playing sports.
No, yeah, sports, and then like if you think about how many sports can us disabled people or blind people play with other people that have no disabilities? There's not that many sports,
right?
Like it's not, you're not gonna get a person go against an NBA player that's
You can't throw a
blind,
baseball to each
or
other.
throw a baseball or something. But that's what's beautiful thing about the OC6, where you could get from seat 1 to seat 5, you'd be completely blind.
So unique, right?
So unique. And
interesting assessment, because I didn't think about it that way, but I get it.
Yeah. When a sighted person, whenever we get to paddle with other people, and you know that there's a sighted guy in there, and he's relying on you, right?
Yeah.
It's not like we're driving him to the beach or something. It's very rare that someone who doesn't have a disability is truly relying on that person. So it really is cool. And then we knew we had made it with Makapo. I think you were in a boat once too. Well, whenever we pass sighted crews, and then you just hear them, God damn!
Don't let the blind
guys pass
us. Yeah, that's the sweet part.
Right by them.
You just we hear that.
So good.
Yeah,
I bet it does. Yeah.
And that's a testament to our coaches. All 3 coaches that we've had over time got it to the point where we weren't coming in DFL, dead fucking last anymore.
Yeah.
And so,
well, that's a testament to, the term, we were kind of fucking around with the term feel earlier, right? And, everyone's got a different feeling, and, that's the kind of the beauty of what, the clinic, the VA World, what was it called? VA Worldwide next week?
Yeah.
That,
guess who's filming that?
Are you filming that?
Yeah, we're both filming. He doesn't know yet, but he's going to be hilarious.
Too blind.
Sorry, Kelly. It's all
Okay.
footage of their feet.
Yeah.
3 days.
But the term feel, right, it just applies differently.
Well, it's easy to throw out
It's
there,
so
you
easy
know,
to throw out there. And,
Right.
you know, and someone's always, you know, it's feeling, you know, and,
Yeah.
and,
I think that's what. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Joe.
no, but yeah, it's just the way, like, your feeling is going to be way different than, you know, how I feel it or
Right.
or anyone, you know, and the fact that, you know, like, you guys are not coming in DFL anymore. That's you guys, sounds like you have some great coaches, but you guys got some good, lack of a better term, feel, right? That
We don't use our eyesight. Like other paddlers will use, like let's say you're in a six, somebody's timing and watching what their paddle's doing.
Yeah.
What you're thinking when their paddle's going in, you're already late. You got to feel, like us blind people, we could feel what the movement of the boat and everything that's
Right.
going on.
And I think it helps with blending too.
Yeah.
Because like you know, we all have our weird intricacies and weird ways that you initiate the stroke and how you finish. And that stuff is very, very deceptive, right? So if I remember I used to always just try to see the person in front of me. I try to see them pushing down with the top hand. But if they're late or if they're slipping, then their power isn't
Right.
when
The
this
cycles are
happens,
off,
right?
yep.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of helped us. Like we know when the boat's going, so that we know how to adjust to what that feeling is of going, instead of like other things that'll throw us off.
So that's interesting. A question for me is how many strokes does it take for you guys to kind of all connect together? You know, after a change, is it automatic? A couple strokes that like everybody kind of syncs up, or I mean, you guys have been paddling together for a long time, so I imagine it gets more and more second nature, right? So
Yeah.
where it just becomes less and less time to find each other in the canoe. But
Yeah. I think really what it comes down to is we find each other almost immediately if we're all pressing hard.
Okay.
Like, that's like, right? Like if you're in a canoe and it's not, like everybody knows if there's a little bit of a power drop. So the one way to get it is just to kind of lay down a better stroke.
Yep.
So what you're saying it's like the Tootsie Pop,
Yeah.
right? The
Yeah.
one,
Yep.
two,
Three.
there you go.
Three. God, we're the same age. Late 1900s references, folks.
Yeah,
right?
if anyone doesn't know that one,
Yeah.
yeah.
Be careful with those. You might get canceled nowadays. Just take it easy.
That's true. We didn't mention the name though, did we?
I said Tootsie Pop. I don't know if there's a copywriting
Yeah,
in
it's
there.
okay. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
There's
know.
also a movie, but I think that's the thing is I think we know. Like there was one Kona race where it was junk. It was just junk from the beginning.
Well, I think that was my first Kona.
Yeah, and it like I was stroking the boat, and again, as a blind person stroking, or a visually impaired person, it's bad. Like anyone who paddles in the
Feel
water,
everybody in here.
man.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just like, I think we were at it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And already I'm just like, this is gonna be a long day. So you're just like, you know,
Yeah.
you're like, what's that?
Jerky.
Right.
The caterpillar.
Yeah.
Dum, dum, dum. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Rob goes,
Everybody,
stop.
we just all stopped.
What the fuck are you guys doing? Like,
Yeah.
you guys know it. It's just nerves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he reset it, we got into
got
it,
it,
and,
yeah.
and we did really well.
Yeah, good conditions that year too.
Was that? Well, that was the year we got
we
to
were-
pass Uncle Nappy, huh?
Yep, past
Oh,
Uncle
yeah.
Napping, there were some swells we could surf in.
Yeah. Little victories, folks. Little
Yeah.
victories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got
Good
some
stories.
swell.
Yeah.
We got some swell, and Rob sees Uncle Nappy probably like 6 or 7 boat lengths. He's like, "Let's go get him." I'm like, "Okay,
Wow.
let's just pick on the legend and his grandkids." Okay, let's do this. But yeah, I think that's one thing I enjoy now too is knowing who's out there and just being a part of it, right? And then seeing these. We get to see like the people most people get to see on YouTube all the time too, right? So like next week, there's going to be some major like players at the NAC,
Yeah.
right? But to be able to like
And you get to film them too.
right their feet, the whole
Their feet.
Yeah. Who knows? You might unlock the secret.
I might.
It might be on their feet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's like a GoPro right in their in their footwell.
Wait, why are you guys swimming their feet? Am I
No,
missing
it's just because we can't.
No. It's a joke.
Oh, damn it. That
Can't
was
see
right over my head.
Yeah.
Because I was going to... Yeah, I know, yeah.
It's okay.
Damn.
It's okay. But I, like
Too much musubis. All that spam, maybe. I don't know.
too much fog from the machine, from the rice cooker.
From the rice cooker. Sniffing all the fog. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. If you cook rice in a rice cooker, comment below. Or if you cook rice in a pot. I can't cook rice in a pot. Can you?
Julie actually
not
cooks
that
in her
hard.
pot.
Really?
Yeah, she's good at it too.
Not that
That's
hard.
skill.
Yeah, that's funny because, my wife's like, I don't know how to use a rice cooker. I was like, what? Like, I don't want to get a rice cooker. Like, just cook it in a pot. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. My mom always cooked it in a pot, and we never had a rice cooker until I bought that Toshiba, that really nice one. Yeah. Because I can't cook rice for my life. Even in a regular slow pot, it's all soggy.
Too much water.
Yeah, man.
Finger.
But that one's easy. It's just measurement, fill up the water to the line, hit the button, 30 minutes later, perfect rice comes out.
No, Joe, do you use a finger trick?
Yeah, the index finger.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Finger.
Yeah, I do too, but maybe I just got short, nubby index finger. I don't
Or you
know.
have longer fingers.
I don't know. Whatever.
Hey, you know what
Maybe I go
Justin
the
does
wrong
cook?
knuckle.
Justin cooks up a good pot of chili, though.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
no secret to it. It's just
But
it's
that-
just
yeah,
it's just
oh.
from the can.
Then the
Just
rice.
warm it up, throw it on the rice. It's perfect.
He brought this ginormous pot of chili for Super Bowl Sunday, and I ate it like we had way too many leftovers, and I had it like 4 nights in a row.
Julie
for
actually made that. I didn't make that.
Yeah.
No, I was too focused on.
You know what I ended up doing? I forgot to tell you. So Mallory made this cheese ball. You remember the cheese ball?
yeah.
So like
Oh, yeah.
we had way too much left over of that. Like no one really touched the cheese ball. So I like took like half of it of the ball and I just
Put it
grabbed
in the
the chili in
chili?
the pot and just
Yeah.
plopped it in the thing and just boiled it. Yeah, it was good.
That sounds good.
And then,
So skinny.
and then the corn tortilla chips.
Yeah, with the chili.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one.
We did this run walk before the Super Bowl, and I was just focused on just walking. My legs hurt so bad. Joe
Yeah, that's right.
punched out 12 miles like it was like
That
no
was
problem.
Jane Creighton, Josh's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she does this like annual Super Bowl half marathon, and
It's actually a pretty fun circuit. So you start 3 times, and it's a 4-mile loop.
Okay.
So you start, you go for an hour. Basically, you go for 30 minutes, however, whatever your speed is. You go 30 minutes, come back, and whatever mileage you finish is what you get in that loop. So everyone starts over again. So you do a leg at 7, leg at 8, leg at 9. So everybody still gets to see each other, and it's actually a really good format.
I think it's a good tradition.
stoked.
Yeah, it was fun.
And it's amazing how walking has just become one of these like accepted ways to lose weight. With our paddlers who aren't action figures, who don't have access to the gym, walking is becoming this way to cut down.
Yeah.
Like to shred out. Not that I'm doing it, but
Me neither.
yeah.
I didn't do it before either, and I walked 9 miles that day, and I couldn't walk for 2 days after. I did 9 miles, and for 2 days after, I could barely move.
Was it on Strava?
Yeah,
No,
if it's not Strava's not official.
No, hell no. You don't catch me on Strava. Yeah, no. I'll mess up the curve for everybody. The bell curve will be way off.
Justin Fesago's on Kava.
Yeah, not Strava. I'm on the cover.
And you guys are on the Kava of Hanaho magazine.
Oh no!
Oh, no, you're not on
Thank
the
God,
cover.
not the
Yeah,
cover.
Yeah, no, but you're in there.
We're in there. We're in there. And again, it really is. I just have to say thank you to anyone that's ever been in a boat with any of the Makapo paddlers, or donated, or just even thought about sending their loved ones to us who have any kind of disability. Like that takes a lot of trust. It takes a lot of courage.
Yeah.
Acceptance of who your family members are and maybe what they need.
Yep.
Right. And to be able to do what we do at the NAC and just to have Billy's backing for this long and a testament, again, another testament to the fact that it's been done as a volunteer thing up until now.
Right.
16 plus years.
Now
right?
you have resources.
Yeah. Now we
Which
got
is
some resources.
awesome.
Yeah. And, hopefully we can continue to do this. And even if I think whenever we write a grant it always says, what are you going to do if you don't get this money? Like, how are you going to survive? And we're
Right.
like, we've done it before. We'll do
Yeah.
it again. You know, it's because we just love going out with people that want to be with us.
Yeah.
You guys have a YouTube channel as well, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of your
Makapo TV?
Makapo TV?
Oh,
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna
but
find that and subscribe to it.
yeah, it's very, very sporadic because, you know, we wear many hats. But the next one will come up, and I think the next one we want to do, right, is the review of the four
The forest.
the 4SI.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. But now that it's scratched, I don't think it's worth it.
I don't know that.
Oh, that's right.
Shh, they can't see that.
That's
How bad is it? How bad is the scratch?
I
you
tried
gotta
to
tell
jump a rock.
Oh, I thought that was from Efrain using it.
know.
Oh, yeah.
Andrian's forehead.
There are some submerged rocks by Castaways Beach.
Yes, there is.
Oh,
On that
man.
corner. Yeah. Be careful of that corner. Yeah.
So I put it right on top. So it's through the
Yeah.
gel coat. So now it's lighter. It's more pro.
It's
Lighter.
Proer.
Pro Plus.
Right?
you put chines in it.
I did. That's why I can't
steer
that's why I
straight
can't
now.
turn it.
Yeah, there you go.
So I can't turn one of those things to save my life. What's the trick?
On the V1?
On the V1, yeah. Like when I want to turn,
no
it
trick
won't
to it.
turn, and then when I don't want it to turn, it goes
How are you distributing your weight?
Yeah.
wherever my weight falls.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I got to stay light on the AMA then, right?
Yeah.
Well, because of I haven't looked at the Phi extensively, but most of the V1s have a nice pronounced ridge all the way down from the front to back. Mm-hmm. So depending on where your weight is, left to right, it will change the direction of the canoe.
Okay.
So just like anything else,
This town dude, right?
Yeah. Taking those right now.
with the keel, if the keel's straight, the canoe's probably going to run pretty straight.
Okay.
If the keel's leaning to the right, the canoe's going to tend to turn to the right. So depending on where your weight is and what's going on, that's one thing. That's only one little tiny factor of the V1 though,
Right.
Because a little bit of wind from one side will
Yeah.
push the back end around, and you'll be fighting that like crazy.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
Oh yeah. Or a headwind from the port side will affect the front of the canoe, obviously. But it does. It's frustrating. I mean, all the guys even say it. We talked to Danny after the race, and even Danny was like, just happy to see that some of these guys struggle as much as we do on these things.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you're not paddling it all the time.
Right.
Right. Well, I'm really convinced maybe I shouldn't race on
Saturday.
That's a long race.
You know what you can do?
Yeah.
Is come out from NAC,
Yeah.
meet at Newport, turn around, and then paddle back down.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go the whole distance.
Yeah, I might.
But
do
that's
that.
still from NAC to Newport Pier and back's still
12,
10,
13.
12, 13 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. You get half the course, and you get to come back with the group.
Right. I mean, it is.
Then you can just smoke Oliver on the turn.
Right.
He won't even know.
Poor
that you're
Oliver.
starting.
Poor Oliver's just getting jacked on this podcast.
Sorry, Oliver.
Poor Oliver. Nice guy.
I know.
Nicest guy.
Super
Actually,
cool guy.
the nicest guy.
Yeah, he's super
I
sweet,
think that's another thing that our coaches have taught us over the years is that even though we're disabled, I mean, we're paddlers who happen to be disabled, right? We're paddlers who happen to have vision impairments, but we also can't abuse that.
Right.
Like if you're entering a race that you have no business being in,
Yeah.
I'm talking myself out of racing.
Yeah. Disabilities aside, right?
Right.
Like, you're-
There are some people like a lot of these people like Kel and all the Scora people, they don't get paid.
Right.
Or they don't get paid enough. It's all volunteer. So for the love of the sport, they're doing this, and then you're going to put them in a situation where they got to scoop you up at the end.
Yeah. Potential rescue.
Right. Like the guy who was with us. Like I don't think he would have been any happier if he knew Billy was who Billy was.
Right.
But once he figured out the human interest story of it,
Right.
that changed him.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But I don't think I can go like to the chase boat I don't know who's back there. Who is
Tail gun Charlie.
Yeah, who's
depends.
Bruce. I feel like Bruce would be a bit. Oh no, Bruce was a lead boat.
Bruce was no. Tyson was the lead boat last year.
Was it Bruce? I
Bruce
think
was running
Bruce
back and forth.
Yeah.
Josh was tail gun Charlie.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Josh Creighton?
Yeah, Creighton was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So I think that's something that again to share with our
Or
pet-
no. Micah dropped us off, and Micah went back to be tail gun. He came in.
That's
at the
right.
end.
Okay.
That's right.
Oh, I don't want to disappoint Micah.
Well, he's got the rack on top of it. You just throw the.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Just put it on
You know what we
top.
should do? We should relay it.
Yeah.
We should at the halfway point. I'll jump in.
Yeah.
and then you got to jump in broadcast with
That's fine.
Justin.
Yeah.
Joe's debating on racing the race because he's trying to get miles in for because he wants to do Molokai this year, right?
I just want to paddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
So I'm like,
The last race, I was like, man, that looks so much fun out there.
yeah, but how much fun did we have broadcasting? It
We
too,
had
though?
so much fun. I don't want
was-
to take
it was
anything
the
away
best.
from
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
part
like,
of me wants to race.
Be on the water.
I know.
Race.
I know.
Just be-
We're all at the point in, well, not you, because you were born in the 2000s, weren't you?
No.
Oh, you were born in
Wow.
the 1900s too?
1900s.
Okay.
88.
How old are you?
yeah, we're the same
35.
age.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah, I'm 82. When's your birthday?
May 21st.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty much almost exactly the same age.
Yep. Month apart.
Wait,
almost.
you're May 21st?
May
Yeah, that's
21st.
my wife's birthday. Shout out.
Road trip to King's Hawaiian for birthday cake. That rainbow cake is.
Oh, yeah.
The rainbow
Yeah.
cake is good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think anything from that place is good.
It
Yeah.
is.
We went after the last race, and one of our board members is vegan.
Oh.
So shout out to Rochelle
Rochelle.
Murphy, Dr.
Yeah.
Rochelle Murphy. She orders the
Mac salad? No, I guess you can't have Mac salad.
teriyaki chicken. Hold the chicken
Hold the chicken.
So just rice with teriyaki sauce?
and veggies.
And veggies.
Veggies,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
yeah.
the waiter is like, they were kind enough to acknowledge who we were. The waiter was we were just on cloud nine. We just got the grant, and we were just
Yeah.
embedded into the whole spirit of King's Hawaiian.
Yeah.
And I grew up in Carson, so I was always going there all my life,
Yeah, you
right?
could smell it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. And when your students are working there, they're like, yeah, this is great. Hey,
yeah.
Mr. Rama. But so Rochelle, like, I'll have the teriyaki chicken with no chicken. So the waiter comes out and starts, spam musubi for you.
Musubi.
And then like, we got everything.
Yeah.
The
You
guy's
gotta
like-
squint your lips when you say musubi. Musubi.
Maybe.
Make it sound like a delicacy. Musubi.
Musubi.
like this.
Yes. Yes.
And then the waiter's not indignant, but he was just like,
Confused.
yeah, teriyaki chicken, no chicken?
Chicken?
And then I think everyone
You hear by the tone of his voice.
That's a good one.
New York City.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Get a rope.
But yeah, like there's so many lessons to learn. There's so many lessons to learn in racing, and I think that's one of them too. Is the respect for the people who are doing this,
Yeah.
and making sure that if you're part of it, you're doing your part too. Like cleaning up after yourself at the race. Sarah Craig's
Yeah.
doing a great job.
Yep.
And just making sure that the beach is the way that it was when we left it, so we can come back next year. And,
Or better.
right, or better.
That was my dad's motto. Leave it better than you got there when you got there.
That's wise advice.
Otherwise, there won't be a beach.
Right. Right. So yeah, come the first race, hopefully we're supposed to get like 3 para teams. So Makapo will probably put in 2 boats, and it's all exhibition. So it'll be 3 people with disabilities and 3 normies or people without. So Greg Krause is helping us try to get one from Kahakai. And then Frankie and all those guys up at Santa Barbara Outrigger are going to try to bring one, and we'll bring 2, so we'll have 4.
Cool.
So yeah, so it'll be good.
Great, man.
And I'm going to try to stack my team, man.
Yeah.
Joe, you want in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this for Wild Buffalo?
No, for
Just in general?
for the first scorer race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if I don't want to be. I don't know if. I feel like normie is kind of like a derogatory term. In
Oh, of course.
I guy's a normie.
Normie.
A sidey.
Yeah, we call blindies call the sighted people sighties.
We call you guys
really?
sidies.
Yeah.
Sidies?
Sidies.
Sighties.
it.
Yeah.
He's Saudi Arabian.
Saudi Arabian.
Yeah. So, yeah, whatever. 16 years, 17 years.
That's cool, man.
So, because Joe and I are never really good at this, but before we wrap this up, how can people find out about you guys? Where can they find you guys? How can they get in touch with you? How can they support you? Lay it out there.
Sure. Efrain lives at Tustin Village Way Apartments.
Quite.
Way is spelled Guey.
G-U-Y, yeah.
Because he's
Este
way.
way. Este way.
No soy way.
No soy.
Well, that was another product we wanted to make. We wanted to make protein.
Talked about the
Yeah,
story.
no soy whey protein.
No soy whey protein. No soy whey protein.
So that's another way to. So you can find out about us at makapo.org, makapo.org. You can find out about all our programs. All our programs are designed for people with disabilities and the people that love them, their caregivers, their family members, and their friends, because it is the most powerful thing to get on the water, to do something that you can't normally do. Like you can't play a sport, like we said earlier.
Yeah.
So we've got recreational programs, we have introductory level programs, and we have our competitive programs. The youngest we've had in a canoe is 3. The oldest we've had is 96. We have Ohana days that are free to the public, and then if you have a service organization or a club that is geared towards helping people with disabilities, the funding's there. Come on out. We'll do it for free, and we'll do it out of the NAC, and we do those Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays throughout the year.
Cool.
Yeah, and then there's a place to donate, of course, because we have employees now who are going to take care of all the funds and all the programs that we're doing now. So we're in a very, very unique spot in our existence where there are people getting paid to take care of the donations that are coming to us. And I think one of the things that I've learned a lot over the past couple of years too is people don't donate to Makapo. You don't donate to your local charity. You donate through them.
Right.
Right. So that money doesn't go to us. It just goes to us so we can help someone else.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So the fact that we're able to hire people with disabilities, we've got Goodwill coming up. We're gonna have some paid interns coming up who, otherwise wouldn't be able to find a job, right? And they come with a job coach and they'll be able to learn some skills despite their disability. Efrain here is one of our employees now.
Yeah.
Your salary is $250,000 a year, or
Almost. I'm trying to get a raise. I'm trying to get a raise on it.
Trying.
So
He's our Uber driver.
Yeah.
No, I'm an equipment manager, so I make sure all the equipment, canoes are good. OC6, OC1s, all stuff.
But we're really taking it to heart that we have to definitely be stewards to all the blessings that people give to us so that we can share it with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's not better people than you guys to do it. So
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate you guys a lot.
Appreciate you guys.
So you guys made a huge step this last year with the sponsorship stuff and the getting the funding.
Yeah.
What is the progression? What's the next big step? Like what's the future hold for Makapo?
Ooh, Vision Pro, right, Joe?
Yeah. Lots of vision proprioception.
Vision proprioception. I think next couple steps are really getting people all over the world to embrace the fact that the Coop device actually has benefit to them. Mm-hmm. And Leanne Stanley, one of the Canadians, is kind of helping us out here too, where if we can get 6 pairs of coaches and visually impaired paddlers or totally blind paddlers throughout the world, we'll give them the device, we'll train you on it, and then the goal hopefully is to come throw down in Singapore, the IVF sprints in 2026.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you got a couple years to hit that target.
RJ, real quick, one more time on COOP. What does COOP stand for
Yeah,
again?
COOP stands for Cooperative Outrigger Paddling Device.
Oh, wow. There's a term outrigger in COOP. Wow.
Yeah, and it was developed by Dr. Mark Baldwin, who's a lecturer at UCI. And I think him and Tupu might be the only 2 people that got their PhD from something outrigger related.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Mark got his PhD, and I think interestingly enough, in the disabled community, there's lots of things that get developed for those of us with disabilities, but they're developed by people who don't have disabilities.
Right.
Right. So it's just this sighted person telling us what we need. And Mark's.
How dare they?
Well, yeah. Read
Damn
the manual.
sighties.
Right.
CITES. And Mark's field is HCI, which is human computer interaction, and it's taking it holistically and human from a human standpoint. And this is important because it was game changing, because what it's about is getting everyone who's a stakeholder in the whole thing. So the sighted person, the blind person, people who have actual skin in the game, they were all involved in the design of this. So it wasn't just one person coming up with it.
So you could theoretically still apply that to a surf ski, right? Because it's just a rudder that has, right?
just
or
the
any
tether
kayak.
It's like a big servo on the back, and it's controlled with a remote control.
Yeah.
Okay.
And initially it was with just off the part remote control pieces.
Yep.
Right?
Like from a hobby store. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. So I forget what his name. Lori, I forget Lori's last name. But Lori introduced me to someone back east.
Okay.
And he has no legs. Or he doesn't have, he's actually a W amputee. And he wants to paddle OC1 instead of V1 because of the learning curve.
Right.
So we can do that. And so now we're developing like a bite steering system. So like
cool. So he'll be able to do it on his own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've actually hooked it up to a paddle. So you can
kind of thumb roll it.
Yeah.
That's not.
It'd be kind of fun. Speaking of Vision Pros, right? You're wearing a Vision Pro, and whoever's operating Coop is linked to your Vision Pro.
Ooh, yeah.
And steering right, because he could see essentially what you're seeing.
Right.
So like on a
Chase
downwind
waves,
run, right?
you can
Well,
follow swell.
It's funny you mentioned that.
And you guys communicate through it, like push.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here comes the crate. So
Here we go.
Johnny Pouquet, we were having lunch. We were having dinner with Kel, Johnny, and Leanne.
Okay.
And of course, Coop got invented. My idea of Coop was just one of those, wouldn't it be funny if you put a blind person on an outrigger?
Right.
Like one of those things.
Yeah.
Like against his will. So Johnny was saying that it sounds like Jimmy Austin and Ryland and Danny and I don't know who else is out there that might want to do this. Miles.
Yeah, Miles Orr.
Yeah, not so young Miles anymore.
Yeah.
They want to do it and then steer me and him on a Hawaii Kai run.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Or put them on it and then blindfold them and then
someone else steer them.
Yeah. Wow. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah. And then, getting the stamp of approval from one of those guys. Those guys are good.
Yeah, a little bit.
a little bit.
Miles had a pretty good win last weekend.
Yeah.
Did he really?
But the funny thing about that, though, if I'm thinking about of course I can't see what you guys are seeing, but you can see what's right in front of you, right? So if you're paddling, could you see whatever wave is in front of you?
What?
How do you do it? Because we see opposite. We see differently.
Yeah. I have tunnel vision, and RJ has peripheral vision. Yeah. So I can't see the wave coming. I can kind of feel it. Coming, and then there's times where if I feel it, I'm looking and just try to get an idea how far it is before catching it.
Okay.
Just feel or whatever's in front of me too.
Can you see your nose of your canoe when you're paddling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could see
you could chase down a wave. You could jump into
or
it.
whatever is in front of you.
Yeah.
Both of you guys can.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that would make total sense on a surf run, because if you can feel or see whatever waves in front of you, and you'll be able to feel your canoe release, and then that's where whoever's operating Coop will just kind of put you on the right line. Okay, he just caught that one. I see the one 2 or 3 in front. Let's just angle him that way.
Right.
So that
have you guys done the gorge?
Not yet. Oh, that's
another one of my bucket list.
Yeah.
Because I think
because that's a very controlled environment. It's manageable.
Yeah.
Especially if you had a boat following.
Right. But all the swell is uniform for the most part, right?
Really?
You don't have swell coming from the sides. It's a uniform swell, and that would be really cool to try that on, I think.
All right, Val, we're coming up.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he would set that up. For sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool. Stern wheeler.
Anyway.
Oh man, I'd love to see you guys ride the stern wheeler one day.
Yeah. I'll never let Val. Well, Val tells this story too. I was in Val's first 9-man race. His first 9-man race was with Makapo.
Yeah.
And he forgot. I think he just hopped out late. So I saw the underside of his size 11 foot in my face. And then he said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And Val's the nicest guy on the planet. Right? He's like, "I'm so sorry." And to this day, he's like, "I'm so sorry I kicked you in the face." So it's time to cash that in.
That's right.
Yeah. Just one down.
Call back the favor.
Right, yeah. Right here, buddy.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep. That's funny.
But yeah, I think it is getting people to really embrace it. And there's not a lot of blind people out there, you know, like it's a small incident population, but it's something I think we know that population best, you know, so we're going to stick with that, and not to take away from the work that we're doing with people with other disabilities.
Yeah.
Like learning about what we have in our children with intellectual disabilities and invisible disabilities. That's the bread and butter of what Makapo is, right? Like, you know, you can inspire people in a lot of ways. And we used to think that it was just the big races and getting out there. But sometimes it's just trading in the currency of hope with parents who just want to see their parents happy.
Or having an opportunity.
Yeah.
Because for a lot of these kids, there's just not opportunities like that.
Right. Yeah.
That's important.
I mean, you guys touched on it like beautifully earlier. It's just lining up in a canoe race with a bunch of normies.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. Yeah.
A bunch of sideys.
Sideys, bunch of sides.
you know, and
Sideys in there used to be.
Cooking rice in a pot.
Yeah.
that's the
Blasphemy.
Yeah.
that's why you guys are an inspiration to everyone, right? Is just you guys are out there doing your thing, you know, and we get to enjoy this sport that we do on our free time and pay homage to the people that support, you know, us and the sport that also do it in their free time, and we're pretty lucky, yeah.
I think so. Yeah. One of the greater things too is that, you know, because we're a small community, smallish, right? Mm-hmm. After meeting a lot of the Tahitian guys over the past couple of years, they are some of the most humble people. Danny's great. They're all great, right?
Yeah.
But just to be able to rub shoulders and talk, like when Gerard was at NAC a lot, you could just ask him a question and he would just fix your stroke immediately. And just to have that is a powerful thing. To know that you're on the same level playing field as all those guys, and they don't care that, you know, I mean, they're going to beat you anyways.
Well, I think that Newport Aquatic Center has done a great job at that over the years. I mean, that's been Billy's kind of labor of love is bringing the world here to California to, you know, paddle and
you too. I mean, you've done a great job in just bringing an extra the layer that we don't have.
Well, I mean, we try, but I don't know what layer that is. The bottom layer?
No. I mean, it's
no, but it's really cool that in the last 10 years we've seen a lot of international movement, and we've seen a lot more availability to some of the guys that we see on TV and watch on YouTube. They're here,
right?
They're super gracious and nice. They'll give you everything you want. If you ask them, they'll do it, and they'll tell you.
Yeah,
and that's part of it's part of their culture in Tahiti. I think that they have to teach the younger guys to come up because their cycle's so much shorter than ours, right?
Yeah.
Like you look at the demographics. By your guys' age, they're out. They're not paddling anymore. Or, you know, I mean, maybe they're paddling, but, you know, the elite guys are going into the other categories, but it's a smaller group of guys.
Right.
It's not like our score demographics where 40s, 50s, and 60s are the majority of the race group, right? It's not that way there. It's opposite. So they're sharing everything they got because their time is very limited.
Yeah.
You know, in that aspect.
Right. Also, because they know there's no secret.
Yeah, right? but they like the competition.
Right. Yeah.
They want someone to be faster. It gives them purpose, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of their deal, which is great.
Yeah. I remember seeing one of them, or Kevin. Yeah, he's just like a monster.
Huge. He's like a linebacker or something like that.
Yeah, he's not a small dude.
No.
And then, you know, he saw us in Kona and he was just like, hey. And I was like totally like,
you remember
my pants. Like,
you remember who you were? Yeah. Who were? Yeah.
Me? You want to take a picture with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I mean, I raced with him, but I mean, I came last. But
yeah, but and that's the other cool thing, right? You were on the same line
with Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I know. It's that's why the V1 race is so great. The Vol California Series is so cool because these guys come in, everyone gets to line up with them, and it's nice to trade paint a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
for a little bit.
2 strokes
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
So are we doing the switch?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever landmark you want to do the swap at, you know, you're coming there. When,
Seal Beach Pier.
Hey, that's not gonna be fair.
The first 2 miles.
Right.
right? Yeah, that'd be so fun.
We could do it.
Yeah.
I would totally do it. Oh, do you feel left out?
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
were you guys gonna relay? Were you guys
no,
gonna relay?
no, we're gonna go together. Well, kind of.
Well, he's going to pass me.
Apart.
Oh, you were gonna race as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
nice.
I got a job to do. So sorry, dude. See you later. Have fun with Josh. But yeah, with the score season coming up and then us going back to Kona, yeah, it's going to be a fun year.
Yeah.
And thanks to you guys. Like watching everyone let loose on this podcast.
Yeah.
Just seeing them as human beings is the best.
Well, we try. That's kind of the element we want to bring out because you can beat paddling talk until you're blue in the face, but it's kind of like who are you besides all this, and it's kind of fun to get to the bones and of some of these guys a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes it goes a little overboard. Like Will and I have to limit each other to like one time a year, right? Because we're just dangerous together. Like,
Oh.
Well,
I mean, and this is what's great about all of our guests that we've had on. It really brings out the essence of paddling, right? If you're coming from Canada to Brazil to Daly City where you're foggy and it's wherever, and and there's just so many all different sorts of walks of life, and we all do this in our free time,
Right.
Yeah.
and it's just we're pretty lucky. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to go out to the Philippines, see our people.
Yeah.
Because Buzzy out there, I just see his posts all the time.
Who's this?
Buzzy, I forget Buzzy. He's with Philippine Outrigger.
Lightyear?
No, not
Buzzy Lightyear.
To infinity and beyond. I've never met Buzzy, but like he's got a big group out there too, right? And so it's like one of those things.
Oh, so there is paddling in
Philippine Outrigger.
Yeah.
It's in Cebu.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
Okay.
Between that and Hong Kong and Singapore.
Yeah, I think, well, I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but I know Tim Ono and Hisano are going to go out to Japan for the Japan World Championships. And then Joe might be
I
out there
wanna
too.
go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I was telling Joe, I go, if you're going to do it, it's good to go when they go because they're fluent in the language and they,
Right.
they know Kenny pretty well, I think. And so
Oh, yeah.
a good thing to do.
Man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I just want to go
Yeah.
to Japan.
That's cool.
I have a twin, Masa. His name's Masa.
Oh, yeah.
And every time we go to the Queen Liliuokalani race, he's there.
Yeah.
And I just take a picture with him. Like he finds me.
The doppelganger.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like my doppelganger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
so
fun,
we
yeah.
switched jerseys in 2011 or something like that. And every time we go, he'll just run up.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Dude, that's awesome. And again, that's one of these weird things that you get to do in paddling.
Yeah.
Right? Like pen pals. We're like pen pals all the time, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like if you were ever to travel to Japan, he'd be the first one to meet you at the airport.
probably would be.
Yeah.
You'd find me.
Yeah.
Totally
I
fine.
I think paddling community overall is really good about that kind of stuff.
I think so.
It's like, I don't know, we get Joe has a lot more exposure to some, more competitive side of stuff, but it's interesting that, in the little bits that we've done and people we've talked to and the feedback we've gotten, it's like, people are just more than willing to, like, if we asked, people just come, they can come on. If, Joe and I had time, we'd do a podcast a day
You're right.
Yeah.
and we could do
We
it.
just want to hear about your experiences.
Yeah.
Right.
Where your paddling takes you, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah. Oh my God. I would listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun.
It is.
I mean, if by the time we're done with this, I don't know, we don't have an expiration on it, but whatever it takes to convince the populace that we actually paddle and not row,
Oh yeah,
I mean, I think that would be successful, right?
I think that.
that just hurts, right?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Or when you're like paddling there, people on the Duffy boat start saying row, row.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, we get that all in.
Yeah, I know.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That'll be.
I think you get to a point where you just, like sometimes you just can't correct stupid.
Right.
So you just let it go.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Please donate to my rowing club.
Yeah, whatever. Call it whatever you want.
Makapo,
Call it whatever you want. I'll take your money. Thank you very much.
What's it called? Makapo?
Makaro.
This is Makaro.
Yeah, there's all kinds of. No one talks about hooking anymore, right?
Right.
Remember that was a big thing. The hooker.
Climbing into the canoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's not a thing.
And well, in these new canoes, you don't really hook anymore.
Gunnels are lower too.
Yeah.
Huh?
So in the cockpit's hard to, you're not hooking it underneath the seat anymore like in the old boats.
Right. And I can't wait. Like when we start to do, like, I want to review with you and you, everyone. Like, we need to review every boat that's out there. I think that's another cool thing.
Yeah.
The initial thing that Joe and I talked about was taking all the only snap-in V1s.
Okay.
Okay.
Especially since the FAO 4SI is out here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 5 of them you can review, right?
Right.
There's the Mako, the Marara, there's the Tehurutawa, there's the Phi, and then there's the Tini.
Yeah.
And you can review all 5 from a skiff and talk about them. It'd be really cool.
Yeah. I mean, poor Mike and Lindsay. I got the pro
Because you're pro.
yeah, Rob. I just I bring so much stuff in my canoe anyways. I undo the 2-pound weight.
Right.
savings.
Yeah.
And Lindsay's like, yeah, you got the only one on the West Coast. I'm like, that sucks for you guys, man. This boat is not going to be proper.
No.
And Krista got her Draco that day.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So she's
Yeah.
team rider, Miss Olympian,
Oh, yeah.
right? So again, being next to her, she's got 2 gold medals. I got none. And
I mean, you got a couple medals, but not gold medals.
no, they're not gold. They taste good because they chocolate in there. But yeah, we should do that. I mean, we could use the launch and everything.
Okay, yeah. I'm
It'd
in.
be fun. We'll take the camera and
Yeah,
then we'll just share the audio file. You guys can,
yeah.
we can
make
film
a
2 different intros and outros. And
illegally blind assessment. We'll
Yeah.
Right.
blindfold it and jump in. Like,
Yeah.
We'll have Chuck walk up to a boat.
I was thinking you could sniff it up.
Yeah,
taste it.
Yeah,
You know which one
Yeah.
it is.
that's a 3X SI right there. That's a good one.
good one.
Smells like Chinese carbon.
Chinese carbon.
This is Thai
Is there,
carbon.
is there a
Thai
difference between the two?
carbon,
Thai carbon and Chinese carbon? And then Tahitian carbon?
This is Tahitian carbon. Yeah.
And then we have one of Tigers.
Yeah, we have a tiger canoe.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's that one.
And there's Kamano, too. I don't know who has one of those.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Who did the product placement
Corey.
shots? Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, Corey does.
Corey's got product placement shots.
yeah. Like whoever did race 2 or Val California race 2.
Oh, I don't know.
Basically took every shot or took shots of people's canoes, but the trademarks.
It was either Eric or it was Alex. Or
Okay.
I'm sorry, Kevin. Oh, I don't know why I call him Alex all the time. It's either Kevin.
I think I was calling him Alex on the broadcast.
I know.
Oh no!
It was either Kevin who was with us, or it was Eric who was with Bruce. It was one of the two. Oh no, could have been Lanakila team boat
Oh,
who
what?
kept waking us. Remember?
Was that Eric Sidney?
Yeah.
Eric was on Bruce's boat.
Got
but who's your guys' driver for?
Oh, Tim?
Tim, yeah.
Tim.
We kept joking around. He kept waking us really bad.
Yeah.
I gotta hand it to Eric because that guy takes the nicest cameras.
Yeah, from his V1.
So
Right.
crazy.
Oh my God,
We'll
yeah.
be paddling on Sunday and he'll just pull it out from the back of the
Yeah.
cockpit.
Yeah.
It's like
Big old
Mary
camera.
Poppins.
Yeah, just puts it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That camera costs more than your boat, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take my picture because it looks good. He has the best pictures.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he does.
Right?
Yeah.
He does have good. His pictures are great.
Yeah. I need help trying to find a 360 camera that we lost at Hal Rusoff. Or, well,
Oh, it came off the canoe?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Where did it come off at? Do you know?
Right under the bridge.
PCH?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So.
Oh man, that would be fun, right? Going on a dive. You ever see those
you know
videos
what's
of those
down
guys
there?
that go diving and they find like GoPros and
Yeah.
iPhone?
I don't know if I want to know what's down there. Man.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
And then I hear that.
Have you ever jumped off that bridge?
No.
Oh, it's good fun, man.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Man.
Yeah.
don't know.
Do you know Uncle Bert?
Uh-huh.
Little Uncle Bert?
Yeah.
He's jumped off that bridge.
That just sounds no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the one place now. I'm gonna find the unhidden
place where
rock,
there's
the hidden
rocks.
rock.
Speaking
rock.
of disabilities.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna hit with a disability, maybe. I don't know.
If you'd like to join Makapo, jump off.
Yeah.
This is the initiation.
Because if you ain't disabled now, you gonna get it.
It's like when you push Bruce Banner off the bridge.
Yeah, right.
If he comes back as a Hulk, you're Makapo, and if you
Right.
don't, you're out.
Right.
You're out.
Wouldn't that be amazing if someone just hulked out in a boat and then just like up for two and just like pissed them off?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What I want to know is, okay, so you guys have been around, or you've been around NAC or Newport a long time, right?
Well,
so
yeah.
you go under the bridge on PCH and you're going towards NAC, and then there's that fish store.
Yeah, Pearson's
Oh,
Port.
yeah. On the right. Yeah.
I hear that's the best place.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You never been in there?
No,
No.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go. We should just stop there with our canoes.
Right.
Hey,
Just
listen,
going
it's
out.
not cheap,
it's not.
but they have really, really good fish. If they catch it fresh, if they have catch of the day, they get some good stuff in there. But they always have like big prawns and stuff like that. When we used to cook Kahlua pork down there when we were on that side of the bridge, they used to fry prawns, and we would trade Kahlua pork for fried prawns in the morning.
Oh man,
It was and man, their fish is really, really good.
because it looks like if you walk in there, they were gonna kill someone like me.
Yeah,
right?
it's like one of those shacks, right?
Yeah.
In the woods in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Just imagine, right? I feel like Shelval was so far in the lead when they won that they could have stopped there and bought some fried prawns,
Prawns and
and then jump back in the canoe and
Probably.
still won the race.
Probably.
What's
Yeah.
this? You guys ever hear this? I'm sorry, I'm going long.
No,
This is having
No,
fun.
it's fine.
So you ever hear this story? Kirsten told me this story. So
See, this is why we got the business out of the way.
Yeah.
Because then all this happens, and then we'll be like, all right, we're done. And we just
Yeah.
turn off the stuff, and I forget. So I'm
Okay.
glad we got it out. So go ahead and finish.
so there's this story when the Tahitians first came to like one of the first Catalina crossings, where there's no chase boat, there's no nothing, it's just iron across, and so these guys shoot out, and they're way ahead, and then the California crews catch up. Because the Tahitians just stop and they're just waiting.
They didn't know where to
They
go.
didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
That's
So
funny.
then they go up to them and then they let them go ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
They see their route and then they start up again and pass them.
Yeah.
That's
You
just
gotta ask
gangster.
Uncle Bud about
Yeah.
that. He'll know
Yeah.
all those stories.
Yeah, that's gangster right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is total gangster.
Man.
Bud, I should play the voicemail on my phone that Bud left this morning. He's like, hey, you want to know about castaways? There's this podcast or podcast thing. It's and it talks about castaways and the history of it. It's real good. It's real. You should listen to it. And it goes back 1,000 years or something, like 2,000 years or something.
That guy is a paddling encyclopedia.
He's actually an Orange County encyclopedia. Like he
Yeah.
knows everything about everything that was going on.
The first time I met him, one of my
he's amazing.
takeaways was he's like one of the godfather. He's like helped start the IVF pretty much. The
Yeah.
International
Did he really?
Volleyball.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he was on the committee.
I'm pretty sure he traveled to almost all the countries to get interest and get it going.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he keeps going to us. He's like, the way that you get this done, I can't
Yeah.
do a Butthole impression. And poor Bud, like if he's with Billy, that's how he gets introduced all the time. Like for like 50 years, right? Your best friend's going, hi, this is Butthole.
I went to Billy's house on Saturday night. It was his 70th birthday, and I took Uncle Ivan up there, and Bud was there, and Chief Tama was there, started playing music.
Okay.
So Uncle Ivan and I are sitting away from everybody. They're all sitting around the fire pit, and there's like, I don't know, 25 or 30 people there. All of the older group, the old NAC group or whatever. So Uncle Ivan and I are sitting away, and Bud's like, hey. He's like waving us over. Hey. And I go, no, I can't go over there. Because then Chief Thomas is going to make me do the hookie law for everybody.
Yeah.
And he's like, and so as soon as I said that, he sets down 2 chairs, Uncle Ivan and I go sit down. And then he's like, every time Chief Thomas stops, like, all right, it's time for the hookie law. When he's calling you over. And luckily, I got saved by the cake because Pua brought the cake out right when he's like, "All right, it's time, let's do it." And I was like, "Oh no, we're done. We're good." We got out of it.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, Bud needs his own podcast, I think.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, he could go for
Dude,
he could go for hours.
Right.
Or YouTube channel just telling stories.
Right?
Yeah.
Story time.
You
with
know,
Bud.
I would love to have him here and have him on, but
Yeah.
Joe and I got to section off like 6 hours
Yeah, right.
because
Yeah.
if you want to get the depth of anything out of it, it's going to take that long.
Yeah.
And it's not. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. What I'm
No.
saying is it's an investment.
Right.
So you could break it up into like 5 different podcasts with one time sitting down with Uncle Bud.
Right. But it's so Hawaiian. It's so Hawaiiana, right?
Oh,
you
yeah.
need to get
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
sort of like.
As long as you have some red wine for him, he'll go all night long.
Does he like the red wine?
Yeah, he does.
Ooh.
Yeah. You never. Oh, so if you go to Catalina, if you're there Saturday night,
Yeah.
if you go to the Marlin Club, he's in one specific seat at the bar, and he's got one wine glass full to the top, and he just takes them down one, and he just
Oh,
goes for
man.
it. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's the man.
Well, Makapo's going to
No
have
doubt.
a wine tasting event at some point because one of our families owns a winery out in Temecula. And
That's a good reason.
Yeah,
Just bring the box wine for Uncle Bud and just give that to him.
right.
He won't care.
Or the helmet with the two.
Oh,
That's
man,
what
it's
we need
funny.
to do that for a camelback too.
Oh my god, yeah.
Can you imagine just
You should bring that to Kona. Put that in your camelback, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh
Some
my
wine.
So why?
now I'm thinking like, have you ever done the Queen Lulu Colony race?
You know what's funny is I actually never have. I was supposed to do it as a junior,
Uh-huh.
and I never got the chance to ever do it again.
I've never done it either.
Yeah, that's so
That's
funny.
by choice, right? It's usually by choice.
You know what? When I was coaching Newport, I was asked all the time to go do it, and I would always set the crews and then help coach the crews.
Yeah.
And I just never. I'm not the type of coach that would coach myself into a seat.
Yeah.
I just not like that.
Yeah.
So I'd always set crews and let them paddle, and then coach them and do that and whatever else. And then they're like, "Oh, so where are you going to paddle?" I'm like, "I'm not. You guys." Well, I got plenty of people, handlers for you guys. We got canoes lined up. You guys go and paddle, and I'm not going. So that's just why I never went.
When we went 2 years ago to do the OC1 race, it was really surreal because we didn't have a 6-man crew.
Oh, you're right.
So we're just sitting there and watching everyone leave, and we're like, this lack of stress on a Saturday is
Oh,
really
nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just going to Costco afterwards.
How many people do the OC1 race?
That
that
year we
pretty-
were supposed to have 2, but we couldn't find a second chase boat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
But how big was the field as far as like how many
Oh,
paddlers?
it was a good amount.
30?
Oh, that's
A
it.
little
I
bit
thought it would have been
more.
more.
Oh, I think it was more like 50.
Yeah, it was more like 50.
Okay.
Yeah. And the conditions were good too.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to race it because it
Yeah.
was just coming off the left.
And it's the day after the 6-man.
Yeah, it's on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone's all hungover. Huh?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the race.
The double hull race is always the fun one. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring Kiki over this year too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I didn't even talk about the kids team. We're calling them Team Mixed Plate
Okay.
because of all the different disabilities.
Did King's Hawaiian Bakery plug that? Did they coin that?
No, but no, but we're gonna tell them.
There you go.
Yeah, but it's funny because the logo just came out. So the coach Noah got his buddy to do it, and it's a really cool logo. It's got the like everyone puts 2 paddles.
Yeah.
and I hate that.
Yeah.
Like everyone's
I
done
I
it.
did that at Newport too, and I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But I kind of had to because of the pressure from the board. They're like, "Oh, like, this is kind of the thing," and I'm like, "Fine, whatever, let's
Right.
go." Yeah.
Oh,
So-
'cause everyone does it.
Hey, what are you talking about? I have it right here on my shirt right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Like-
I'll send it to
Those
you guys
are
later.
oars, right?
They're oars.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's what you row with, bro.
Yeah, man.
I am blind, you know that, right? She looks the same.
The other thing is everyone calling NAC NAC.
Knack.
Oh, no.
Oh, I know. I love that.
I hear that a lot too, especially out of the younger generation. Like a buddy of mine, daughter just graduated from Edison, and that's what. Oh yeah, let's go to the NAC, and I was just like, Newport Aquatic Center or NAC. Either those two are fine, but not NAC.
Right. And then the top like paddlers always do it from the international paddlers will always call it NAC, and we're going to Le NAC.
Yeah, Le NAC. Le NAC.
Okay,
You know,
I can't.
Vohi started it.
Really?
He's like those pads. They're naka to naka. I just-
I bought neck-to-neckva.com.
you did?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
That's good.
But it's the weirdest thing, right? Because like you don't want to be
Is this a chiropractor for paddlers?
That sounds rather sexual.
Yeah.
You know, neck to neck. So I have neck to neck va'a, and I also have arcova'a.com.
Yeah.
Arco.
Yes. Okay.
I have an Arco Va'a shirt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're the man.
Yeah. All the way in the back.
You got a lot of time, man.
No, I just have a lot of like stupid like
Ideas.
stuff. Between us,
It's the Apple Pro thing. He just sits on it. He just goes in the bathroom. It's like yes. All right, yes, please.
Right.
I want this too.
Screen up here.
So you're Filipino, right?
No.
You're not. You're just Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Okay, just sorry. So my bad.
Yeah.
So I've like my first business that I wanted to do. I wanted to make a Filipino-based underwear company called Brips. BRIPS.
What is?
Brief, but Filipinos pronounce it as
Brip,
Brip, right?
Oh man.
So then, like, if you
That is
could have
good.
like you could have boxer brips, and you could have you could have like, and then if you bought like 6 brips, you would have a brip case, and you would have like. And I tried to buy that website, man, and this was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And someone had a company called Brips.
Brips. Oh.
That is good.
Yeah, man.
Hey, how does a Filipino use the word beef stew in a sentence?
I don't know.
Oh, you have beefer? Mine beef stew.
Jeez.
Oh God, we're going there.
Yeah, that was good.
How about Protestant?
Protestant?
Uh-huh.
How do? Oh.
If I want to buy a banana, I go to the Protestant.
Okay. There's another one. Oh, I have another one. I'm going to think of one.
Okay, yeah, like that's. I think those are the dad jokes between me and Joe.
Yeah, no.
From now on,
Yeah.
So good.
right? All right.
All right, boys. We're an hour 45, I think.
Oh my God,
Yeah, that was a good one.
that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us do it again.
Man, I'm sorry I lost the first one.
It's okay.
But this one is definitely going to be better edited and well put together, I think.
Cool.
I got a little more experience in it.
Hey,
Hey.
But
like what are you recording on?
This is the P8 Zoom track.
Oh, nice.
It's for the audio.
Uh-huh.
And then I use that Panasonic Lumix for the video. And then I just put both tracks on, match up the audio, and then cut, just put an intro, and
Right.
that's it. I've never ever edited anything out of the middle of oh no, that's not true. I edited one thing out of the middle of a podcast once. That was it. But normally it's just front to back and that's it.
Yeah.
So all the bullshit we talked about early before,
Yeah.
I'll clip that off and save that for something else if we find something else. But from when we started to right now, it'll be exactly what it is.
Cool. Like, and then to film the intro, you just send me like a whole just people laughing and stuff, right? Just I'll piece that together.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We just got to figure out what we want to put on it.
because you guys got a logo.
Joe and
Right,
I also have to we got to design a website too because we got,
RJ.
I mean, he might have already taken
might have
our,
about to say, he might
he might have already taken our
repurchased
domain,
it.
right?
I know.
I did buy No Soy Whey at the Costco.
At Costco.
in Hawaii.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our intro is gonna have like video of like cuts of feet. Like you're saying. I'm trying to make up for the fact that I didn't pick up on that joke earlier.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Thank you
you.
very
All right.
much.
Thank you.
And
Thanks everyone for watching this.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
watching, subscribe, right?
Yeah,
See, we
like
should
and
bring
subscribe,
RJ to help plug us
comment,
in,
all that stuff
yeah.
helps out. Please,
Yeah.
we'll take it.
Yeah. Cool.
And again, thanks to Margin for the hats, and looking forward to selling more of their stuff and our partnership with them, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks for sharing your guys' abilities with us.
Abilities.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, aloha, boys. Thank you very much.
Gracias.
Okay.
Okay.
Mahalo, mahalo.
Hasta luego.
Yep.